What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert, and you're watching the B1KER Bar Podcast. It's been really surprising to me, like, how much better it's been, but that's from putting so much time on it. So, like what you said a minute ago, I mean, I think that means a lot, that you ride them for a while before you're doing your review videos.
Yeah. So like the Delano Peak, like Fezzari sent me the bike. So I was like, when can I get the bike? Because the bike I got was actually not a production bike. It was like one of their, we call it not a test mule, but it was like one of their early production, like a pre-production bike. Like everything was ironed out yet. Yeah. So they're like, go into the review with an open mind because it's not our final products, but it was 99% done. It's just like the cable, how they put the cable routing in it, all the little stuff wasn't like ironed out. So like I actually gave them feedback. I'm like, hey, this little cable thing that fastens the cable inside the frame needs to be adjusted. You need to put like a foam pad here. And they're totally receptive to it. They're awesome. They're like, oh yeah, thanks for the input. And they actually did it. They made the change on the bike. So like,
wow, that's cool.
I got to ride the bike for like almost 2.5 months before I did the review, before their release date was. So that was pretty cool. And then I got a good understanding of what the bike could really do at like a bike park or, my local trails.
When I interviewed those guys, like I really liked, the personality of the company seemed like they were like really cool. Like really.
And the guy Tyler is super cool to work with. Like he's a super nice guy. Like that's who I think you interviewed on the live stream, right? Yeah. Just like really just laid back guy. He likes to ride. He's got a
it just like there was definitely like a few companies that like when I talked to him and just like you're like, man, these guys are like you want to have beers with them, like you feel like they're really cool. They're not just like trying to sell you their product,
right?
And they like really like care about their product and like you know what I mean, like and they were one of those companies that really came off like real genuine to me, not to say
they make a decent bike. They're fun bikes. I mean,
and they're just direct.
Their customer service is really good. Like, so when I actually bought the first bike, the Sol. So like, I didn't call them like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Can I get a discount? I just literally ordered it. Like, I just wanted to see how their whole system was. I went on the computer, did the sizing thing. And then I think Tyler just called me up out of blue. He didn't know who I was. And he was just like, hey, you sure you want a large? You might be a medium. And he discussed it with me. Because, like, obviously I know what size bike I want, like looking at geometry numbers and stuff. But he just wanted to make sure that I was aware of like what I was buying is usually for like someone your size, like your height, like 6 foot, 6'1". I'm 5'10". I'm on the border of a large and a medium. And he's like, okay, what are you looking for? Like more of a sled bike? So or do you want like a little more nimble bike, which would be like a medium? Yeah. And I'm like, no, I want a large. And then he'd tell me like, okay, if you're gonna do the large, I recommend like a 40 mil stem, like a shorter stem, and then this and that. So that was kind of cool. Like you're not gonna get that from Santa Cruz or Specialized,
Yeah, no, they don't give a shit, dude.
No, I mean you get it from your local shop.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you'll get it from your local shop though. Like they'll help you out with that. But like you're not gonna get custom parts. Like you have to pay for it or swap it out with your shop. Yeah, like literally, it's cool that you can go. You know what? Hey, I want a 50 mil stem. They'll put the 50 mil stem on your bike. Yeah. Like, hey, I want bars that are 800. Yeah. Okay, 800. Here you go. Instead of like 760s.
Yeah, that's super cool. That is.
So that was pretty cool. Really nice.
Everybody that I've talked to that's had a buying experience with them, it's been good. So
yeah. And then like I rode their budget bike for a while. They sent me that in the mail. I was like, you know what? I want to try one of your cheaper bikes. So I'm riding like the carbon. I mean, that's what I ride 90%. It's like the high-end carbon bikes. Right. And I rode the Bajo Peak and it blew me away. I was like, how much was this? I think it was like $1,800. Comes with a dropper. X-Fusion suspension. The thing was pretty good. Like if I was getting into mountain biking, I'd be like, this is a really good bike.
If you like that, make sure you check out the full episode. And hey, do me a favor. Before you take off, hit the like and subscribe.